So, hey YouTube, this is Jay. Here, I'm gonna close it. So where am I? I'm in the kids' room because the kids got the best light. And looking at my face is swollen. But it's 5:46 p.m. and I have been crying since about 1 o'clock p.m. Finally, about an hour ago, I stopped crying because I couldn't cry no more. My eyes hurt too bad. As you guys see, my face is swollen just slightly, but I hit the weights hard yesterday and the gym, and I took a protein shake and it swelled me up, so everything's swole. So like even my shoulders, everything's huge. So I just take out my shirt, but yeah, I got some swellability going on right now. Even my neck, everything's big, arms big, everything's big. But that ain't why I'm on here today. Today I ain't feeling too good. Today I got a call from my doctor. I wanted to snap the bitch neck, I ain't gonna lie, excuse my French, but she was on one today. So this is what's going on when it comes to my teeth. You guys know I was waiting just for her to get everything cool as far as my prescription and getting it called into my pharmacy. But let me tell y'all what really happened. So yesterday was my phone call to the pharmacist. My pharmacist happened to be the same girl that my doctor talked to. Now mind you, my doctor's name is Dr. Fish, but he is not the one that's he's overseeing me, but he's not the one that's actually writing my scripts, or supposed to, because he is the director of my clinic and he's rarely in the office. So he didn't want it inconvenient for me. He wanted me to be able to be constantly be seen. So he suggested that I come in and see one of his other physicians. So my physician is Dr. Smith, African American, one female that's actually 1 year younger than me. Very beautiful lady, seemed to be intelligent, but so smart. She one of those that's stupid, and I hate to say that, but she has so much intellectual sense that she doesn't use her common sense. So let me tell y'all how all this went down. So appointment came around. That went like awful, because it's like she just had so much to say and she was combative to me. Now mind you, I did all her footwork. I searched for an endocrinologist, I called my insurance, I had some extra stuff for her to do, like sign my paperwork for my gender marker to be changed. All that stuff was in her hand. Cool. Only thing she needed to do was do what Dr. Fish wanted her to do, is see me, get my blood work done, see how everything is going, write my script, see me in a couple of months, and according to them, in a year, unless something goes wrong, just to see how my blood work's doing. But listen to how she played me. So this is what she did. So after giving her all the information, she tried to play me like I don't know what I'm doing or what I'm talking about. Mind you, I am a medical assistant. I've worked in the medical field myself for years. I know protocol and I know how to do my own research. So I've already done enough research, right? So everything is in her hand. All she gotta do is do what she need to do. But she did not. But this is what she did do. So Miss Smith finally does reach me. She reached me a day ago and just was like, well, I haven't talked to my endocrinologist that's in the hospital, but I did talk to Dr. Satira, who's the endocrinologist that does supposed to take my insurance, who was the only one who does hormone replacement therapy. She doesn't want to take me on though, more likely out of fear. So there's no FTMs in Akron, Ohio. They have never seen an FTM case here. Sad, but I am actually the first. Not to mention I'm African American. Not that I think that race in Akron makes a really big difference. Believe it or not, Caucasian people tend to help us a little bit more here in Akron than African Americans help each other. That's just the way it is. It's the facts. It's from my own experience. Not judging people, because I'm not. I'm basically coming from my experience. Anywho, so I'm the first FTM. I get it. Dr. Fish actually has his own private office that he sees transgender people, and I would also be his first patient. He does not have any female to male, but he does have male to female. Cool. Dr. Fish was cool about it. He was like, all right, I give him the okay, work it out. You know, just get him in, let him get started. Didn't go like that. So she called me the other day and said, like, okay, I didn't reach the one endocrinologist, but I did reach Dr. Satera. She doesn't want to see you. She claims she doesn't take your insurance. Now, she talked to my girl today, and my girl said that she told her something totally different. She told her that Dr. Satera just did not want me. In other words, I don't want to deal with it. She could have just told me that, but it's cool. She didn't. She told me originally, though, that the pharmacist did not know how to dispense the tea. Now, mind you, you don't dispense anything. Everybody knows that tea comes in a vial just like insulin. Even I know that. And the pharmacist was like, there wasn't anything for me to dispense except for I had to find out what your insurance covered. Mind you, I told Dr. Smith my insurance covers testosterone cypionate, which they do, 200 milligrams. 2 injections, because she was starting me with 100. Supposed to start me with 100. Bad. There's nothing else for you to do. So what's the holdup? I'm pissed. She said, well, I just want to talk to Dr. Fish and talk to my endocrinologist here and see is there any advice. But what the fuck bitch wanted to do was to get online and do her own research. So what happens today? I'm like, I really want to get to the bottom of this. I called the nurse, who I know personally because I've been in the clinic since 2008. They all know me. And the nurse was like, she didn't get why the script wasn't called in and I haven't started yet. But hey, that's the doc. The pharmacist I called first, and the pharmacist said she gave me all this information about you, gave me the whole rundown on what's going on, and then asked me what prescription your insurance cover. What the fuck? What does the pharmacy need to know about me other than the fact that I want to know what testosterone form and what type, what brand does her insurance or his insurance cover? Look, I'm messing up my own pronouns these days. Anyway. Pharmacist said, I did my research. I called her back and let her know, look, the insurance covers testosterone cypionate 200 milligrams flat, 2 injections. Cool. I'm cool with that. But the pharmacist said she would not fill your prescription. Not the pharmacist, my doctor did not want to give that prescription to them. So it never got filled. So I'm pissed. So I waited till today and I called my doctor, and she wasn't in the office. So I talked to the nurse, Sue, who, older lady, she's smart. She hasn't seen me, like I said, since '08. And she was just like, why? What happened? Why did she do this? And I was like, I just really can't tell you. She just kept telling me, like, though she gave me the runaround. Because originally she said she just got to get the doses and the medication correct first. So this is when being my own advocate kind of I'm not even gonna say that, because being my own advocate did not kick me in my butt, because I gave her all the extra information to her. The only thing she needed to do was prescribe the script and then follow my blood work. But me, I wanted her to try to give me the endocrinologist just for something extra for my peace of mind. So I'm not gonna take that back, because I should have done that. I promote people doing what they need to do to try to get better care for themselves. So I'm not even going to go there. I'm not putting it on me. Now, what happens today? I got a phone call, sitting trying to eat my lunch, and this is what I get. Well, I just don't believe that our office can give you the standard of care that you need. I want to make sure that your mental state is up to par, and I don't have any information on your therapist, and there is no endocrinologist here for you, and I just think you need a team to do this because this is such a big thing. I'm like, what? So what are you saying? Well, she was like, I did talk to the pharmacist and they said your insurance covers this. I said, well, I told you that from the beginning. I wrote it down for you. I said, I felt as if you pushed me aside and disregarded the information I had already gave you in the first place. She said, well, right now that is really irrelevant because I found a clinic for you in Cleveland, Ohio. Cleveland is 45 minutes away from Akron. I don't know about y'all, but I ain't balling. So I got 4 kids. I got a girl. I got a wedding to pay for. I got a baby I'm trying to get with my girl. I have no funds to pay for gas, the extra drive every 2 weeks or every week, or even to get started at another facility that ain't even in my county. But this is what she said. They'll be more suitable for you because they have the endocrinologists on site and they have therapists and all that stuff. That means I'm going to have to start my process somewhere else all over again. Bullshit. So in other words, she didn't want to deal with me either. But mind you, the one who approved me is the director of the clinic. He runs it. So how the fuck you going to tell me what you don't want to do when he is the boss? So I tried to confirm with her that Dr. Fish agreed. She lied to me and said, yeah, he agreed. But later told my girl that she can't really speak for Dr. Fish. She's afraid Dr. Fish is the one. I mean, she hasn't even talked to him yet. So you run this to a patient without running it over the person that approved it? Who does that? So me and my girl sat down and we talked, and we finally realized that that bitch just wanted me gone. She was pissed at Dr. Fish for giving me something that she's never had to deal with, that's never been dealt with inside the office, and she didn't want to do it. So what she did was try to give me her little excuses and try to prolong everything as much as she could until she can find something that better suited me, and then try to push me off to somebody else. So I snapped. And I'm going to tell y'all, if I can compare one experience to the way my insides felt, I don't know if anybody else has ever experienced this. When I was 16, I lost my first child at 12 weeks. And that's the feeling I got. Like somebody took a part of me and murdered it. And I'm not in tears now because I'm trying so hard not to be. Because I want to be strong. But if I had to compare anything, is that she basically took me by the gonads and just choked me out. And I really went into a panic attack. I had to get my girl the phone, and my girl was just like, she ran into her too. She just got into her. She was just like, it's like opening a business and telling a customer that you can actually take care of their needs, and then turn around and telling them later that, oh, I don't have everything that you need. I can't serve you. It was some trash. And it's so sad that people are so afraid that they aren't willing to do their job or take the time to actually help somebody when they have the power to. I can't understand how a person who takes an oath to first do no harm could hurt somebody like that. And she tried to say, well, she took these oaths and whatnot. So did I. I'm a medical assistant. We take the same oath. And I told her blatantly, the people have taken their whole lives from things like this. You can't play with somebody's life like that. You can't offer them something that they've waited for forever and then take it in your hand and push them to the side. You can't. And I told my friend from the bottom of my heart, if it wasn't for my family and it wasn't for my children and my fiance and the people in my life that I love, I don't know if I would be right here to record this video for you guys, because that's how I feel. And it's sad to say that, but that's how I felt. Like somebody took my heart and just disregarded it. But on a lighter note, because I'm gonna suck up my baby tears, and I'm gonna tell you guys that I called the nurse who told me, don't let her do this to me, that Dr. Fish has the last word. And Dr. Fish originally approved it. She's not the only doctor that can do this. And what she did was basically what I felt as if she did, is overrode what he said, and he's the director. So you can't question somebody else's authority when they're over you. And that's what she did. But I'm going to close this out with you guys, and I'm going to record another video eventually, but I'm going to update Take care.